go. Rundown of the top 10 billion-dollar making movies. At number 10, Black Panther 2018. On Bombay, if I'm saying that right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look at her sitting on that throne. You guys want some yum yum? You got some yum yum? Uh-oh. Oh, don't maybe put the suit on. Okay. Avengers Age of Ultron 2015. No Strings on Me, $1.4 billion, dude. Transformers: The Dark Knight and The Pirates of the Caribbean are 3 franchises which each have 2 movies in the billion-dollar club. And you can add the Avengers to that list too. What about Fast and Furious? They on that list too. Look, they got another one. Universal 2015. Furious 7. They go look at Tyrese over there hugging. No, I'm talking about, man, Rock. They were talking about The Rock might get his own spinoff movie, but you know, what about me and Ludacris, man? We do. You wasn't even supposed to be there, man. That sequel, the Fast and Furious Part 2, was supposed to be about, you know, Dom being on probably being on that house arrest and all that stuff. And I was talking about this with Joy earlier. The one thing about, I'll give credit to Fast and Furious, and they probably didn't have the foresight. They didn't realize what they were doing back then. It was a coincidence. It's a lucky coincidence that they wrote the path that they took. Like, then when Vin Diesel wouldn't do the sequel, they created a whole new character. They didn't replace him. Vin Diesel wasn't replaced by Tyrese. Of course, you wouldn't do that. But there was another situation in that same movie where another character was supposed to come back from the original Fast and Furious, which was Ja Rule's character. There would not be a Ludacris character if it wasn't for Ja Rule turning down the sequel. His character that he played in the first Fast and Furious movie was supposed to be in the position that Ludacris was in the sequel, but instead of recasting that character, they just invented a whole new character, leaving room for a possibility. Ja Rule, if you don't stop messing up, you gotta give those fire complainers their money back. Maybe you might get into a sequel. $1.5 billion. You better just get your act, because this. You messed up by saying no to that. I'm just gonna put it out there. At number 7, Marvel's The Avengers 2012, of course, $1.5 billion, 18,800,000. The first Avengers movie brought together all-star cast of comic book heroes, and it's still holding up the number 7 position. Number 6, Jurassic World. That was a huge surprise from Universal. Nobody saw that coming. It says Marvel. It doesn't say Disney. It says Marvel. Interesting. But for Universal, Jurassic World, I saw that in the theaters. I loved it. It much deserved. It blew the doors off on the box office. At number 5, Avengers: Infinity War. Here we go. Top five from Marvel Studios / Disney. $2 billion and counting. Why? Is it still in theaters? Are you talking about DVD and counting? What? Number 4, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. 2015, of course, $2 billion club. Number 3, Titanic was at number 2 for the longest. 1997. That was when the club was so small. It's only a few. There's only a few movies here. It's only like 5 movies. Titanic is crushing it. $2.1 billion. Damn, on a boat movie. This movie went way over budget. James Cameron, right there, it says 20th Century Fox. That's the first time 20th Century Fox has even been mentioned on this list. And that's what I was getting at, what I was saying at the very beginning. What is up? If you think about it, why is that? Out of all these years that company has been in existence, before the merger, before they got bought out by Disney, they were crushing it with Aliens. When Titanic was the first time. It wasn't the first movie to do it, because it happened in 93. You saw that. You saw with Jurassic Park. Well, that wasn't the first time. Was Jurassic Park the first movie to make $1 billion? Anyway, but that's the first time that it shows Fox on the list. Now, I was thinking, but what about the original Star Wars thing? But they're giving the credit to Lucasfilms. I put a little asterisk on that though, right? Because you had Star Wars property, you were the distributor. But obviously Lucas was smart enough to be like, but this is a Lucasfilm. We're a production company. We're going to let you distribute this, but you don't own the rights to it. So it's not a Fox original. Star Wars is a Lucas property, even though now Lucas property is owned by Disney. Then in that situation, I would put I would put Disney Lucasfilm / Disney, because they straight out bought out the company, and they're their own distributors as well. So in that situation, there's a slash. But I would disassociate it from Fox a little bit further in the old situation, because Lucasfilm was its own standalone company, and they used Fox only for the distribution stuff. But like kind of the way Marvel was doing it when they were breaking away and doing their own thing, but using Paramount for distribution. Now they use Disney for their distribution, but Disney also owns them too. So I give more credit to Disney now for the new stuff. But in the old stuff, when they were distributed by Fox, they did not hit the $1 billion club, dude, at all. But even if they did, that was technically Lucas. So this was the first time a 20th Century Fox original, where James Cameron directed, but 20th Century Fox produced and distributed Titanic. Very first time. The second time it happened, Avatar. Years later, $2.7 billion. And that's only it says right there. There you go. This is 20th Century Fox. Now it just says Fox. The only two times that that company has been on this list, it's all been Sony, Universal, Disney, Lucas. That's it. That's all. That's it. Fox has only been on this list twice. Ironic thing is they were holding the top 2 spots. So what is up with that? What would you rather have? Would you rather have like what Disney has, these consistent movies that are just raking it up? Disney's on this list more than anybody now. Before these recent movies started coming out, I think Disney always pretty much had that crown before Universal even got on the board. So Disney was destroying this list even back in the day. But look at this though. I teased you with the thumbnail asking the question, is Fox even really successful in hindsight, in comparison? It's only on this list twice, 2 times out of 41, 2 out of 41, 2, only 2. Disney is on. I didn't even bother to count how many times Disney was on this list, because they got the #1 spot, and that's where I'll leave it for all the people that are still mad. Look, the question really is, will it say Disney when Avatar 2 comes out? Will it say Fox or will it say Disney? That's the question. That's the question. Will they keep rolling in these